Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Yesterday, Manchester United drew 1-1 with Chelsea at Old Trafford. Cristiano Ronaldo rescues Manchester United again. Cristiano Ronaldo scored a second half equaliser. It was a fine strike. It was Ronaldo's 17th Premier League goal. He's scored 23 goals now in all competitions. Ronaldo scored in the 3-1 defeat to Arsenal last weekend. Not so long ago, Ronaldo announced that his baby son had passed away. That was upsetting. Obviously, reflecting on that, Ronaldo missed the 4-0 defeat to Liverpool at Anfield. Manchester United re-signed Ronaldo last summer for 20 million with add-ons included. His contract at Manchester United expires next year. There's an option of a further year. Ronaldo could leave Man United this summer because revert back to earlier on this season, Erik ten Hag said he don't want Ronaldo as part of his plans for next season. Chelsea's goal came from Marcos Alonso. It was a good volley by Alonso. It was from an angle. Nemanja Matic got an assist yesterday for the Ronaldo goal. Matic also got an assist against Arsenal last weekend. Yesterday, Matic was reuniting with Chelsea. Matic is leaving Manchester United this summer because, revert back to a few weeks ago, he announced he'll be leaving Man United this summer despite having 12 months on his contract. Matic has been at Manchester United for over 4 years. Manchester United got Matic from Chelsea back in 2017 for 40 million. Yesterday, Kai Havertz got the assist for the Marcos Alonso goal. Chelsea dominated the vast majority of the game. Chelsea had chances. Kai Havertz had like 3 good chances. De Gea made some very good saves to deny him. Timo Werner had a chance. Reece James also hit the post. Chelsea were wasteful in front of goal. Let me put into the equation that Chelsea were missing some players. Obviously, there was no Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is out for the season with injury. There was no Mateo Kovacic. He's injured at the moment. There was no Callum Hudson-Odoi. And Ross Barkley was missing because he's got a virus. But there again, Manchester United are missing players. Obviously, Fred's not available at the moment. He's injured. Pogba, he's out for the season. We've obviously had to play Matic and McTominay in the centre midfield with Fred and Pogba and that being injured. There's no other option. We've got Maguire now injured. He's out for the season. Maguire recently sustained a knee injury. Luke Shaw, he's also out for the season as well. And we've still got Edinson Cavani injured. By the way, yesterday, Garnacho came on and made his first team debut for Manchester United. Manchester United are now winless in their last 3 league games. Manchester United have drawn with Chelsea both times this season. Man United drew 1-1 with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge earlier on this season. Man United are obviously not going to finish in the top 4 this season. Even if we'd have beaten Chelsea, I'd have still said the exact same thing. Well, after the 3-1 defeat to Arsenal, Rangnick mentioned that Man United's Champions League hopes are over. Chelsea's manager is Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel has won the Champions League as the Chelsea manager. Tuchel has got Chelsea to this season's FA Cup final. Chelsea will be playing Liverpool. Earlier on this season, he got them to the Carabao Cup final, but Chelsea lost to Liverpool on penalties. And last season, he got Chelsea to the FA Cup final. Chelsea lost the FA Cup final to Leicester. Tuchel has got a contract with Chelsea until 2024. Tuchel got appointed in as the Chelsea manager back in January 2021, so he's been the Chelsea manager for over a year. Before Chelsea, Tuchel managed PSG. He won quite a few trophies with them. Before managed Borussia Dortmund, and before he's managed Mainz 05 and Augsburg. Like I said prior to this game, Chelsea have sacked a lot of managers in a short period of time. Last season, Chelsea sacked Frank Lampard. Despite Frank Lampard being a Chelsea legend, Lampard is now the Everton manager. And before Lampard managed Derby, that's before he went to Chelsea. Before Chelsea had Maurizio Sarri. Maurizio Sarri only endured 1 season with Chelsea. Sarri, when he was the Chelsea manager, won the Europa League and he got Chelsea to the League Cup final. But despite that, Chelsea still sacked him. Before as well, Chelsea had Antonio Conte. Chelsea won the Premier League under Antonio Conte. That was in his first season, but Chelsea still sacked him. Don't forget, Jose Mourinho endured 2 spells with Chelsea. He did well in his first spell, but he weren't that good in his second spell. Chelsea did sack Mourinho. A long time ago, Chelsea had Roberto Di Matteo, they had Gus Hiddink. A long time ago, had Avram Grant, they sacked him. At one point, they had Scarara. They had Rafa Benitez as their interim manager as well at one point, and they sacked him. They had Villas-Boas at one point. A long time ago, they had Carlo Ancelotti. He won some trophies when he was the Chelsea manager. So There are a lot of the managers that Chelsea have had. Chelsea have sacked around 12 managers since Roman Abramovich bought the club. As you all know, Roman Abramovich is selling Chelsea, obviously because of the war between Ukraine and Russia. I'm hearing that Lewis Hamilton might be buying Chelsea. Lewis Hamilton is a big Chelsea fan. But Roman Abramovich, he's owned Chelsea for a lot of years. Manchester United's next game is Brentford. That is on Monday night. The preview for that game will be coming up sometime this weekend. There's only 3 games left now and then the season is finished. I'm hoping Erik ten Hag can transform Manchester United. There's a lot of players that Erik ten Hag wants to bring to the club. It recently said that Ten Hag is eyeing a deal for Paulo Dybala. He could bring 35 million rated Sebastian Haller. He wants Anthony. He wants that Jurriën Timber. Ten Hag is going to get rid of a lot of players this summer. He said the other day that he's put like 5 players up for sale. Ten Hag is going to get a transfer budget of between 100 and 150 million this summer. Ten Hag wants to bring Mitchell van der Gaag and Steve McLaren to Man United. The other week, it got officially announced that Man United appointed Erik ten Hag as the new manager. Obviously, Ten Hag's going to replace Rangnick. Ten Hag signed a 3-year contract with an option of a further year. Man United did agree the compensation with Ajax. The compensation is below 2 million. Ten Hag is Man United's 5th permanent manager since Ferguson. It's going to be good for Ten Hag to come and experience the Premier League. He's not yet managed in the Premier League. But you've got to admire what he's done at Ajax. He's developed the young players well. He's won Eredivisie titles with them. He's won some Dutch Cups with them. Got them to the final this season, but Ajax lost that to PSV. Revert back to 2019. He got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. So there you go. And Ten Hag got appointed in as the Ajax manager back in December 2017. He's been in charge of Ajax for over 4 years. His contract at Ajax was due to expire next year. Ten Hag is the former Utrecht, Bayern Munich reserves and Go Ahead Eagles manager. Manchester United have not won a trophy for around 5 years now. That's not good enough. Man United have only won 4 trophies in the last 10 years. The last time Man United won the Premier League was back in 2013. We've got to accept that no one is going to replicate what Sir Alex Ferguson did at the club. And a lot of United fans predicted it was all going to go wrong when Ferguson retired, which obviously it has done. You know, Alex Ferguson, greatest manager of all time, he won 30 odd trophies, including 13 Premier League titles, but he didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at Man United. Alex Ferguson was the Man United manager for 27 years. Ferguson retired almost 10 years ago. The managers we've sacked since he retired, we sacked Moyes, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, and last year Manchester United sacked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I don't like the way the football club has been run for a long time. I've said several times that we need to get the Glazers out of the club because they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. Prior to the Norwich game at Old Trafford, not so long ago, Man United fans protested against the Glazers. It was a small and peaceful protest. Revert back towards the end of last season, United fans protested against the Glazers because at that time, the Glazers were planning to scrap the Champions League for that European Super League. And earlier on this season, there was talk saying that the Glazers were planning to demolish Old Trafford as Man United looked to upgrade the stadium. Old Trafford at the moment holds around 76,000. It's the second biggest stadium in England. Man United have played in the same stadium for 112 years. The Glazers have owned Man United for 17 years or so now. They purchased the club for 500 million back in 2005. In the summer of this year though, the players who I think will leave, I think Henderson will leave, I think Jones and Baye will leave, I think Maguire will leave, I think Telles will leave this summer. I've said this will probably be Telles' last season at the club. And Wan-Bissaka, I think he could leave this summer. I'm hearing that Crystal Palace want him back. Matic is leaving. Pogba will leave this summer as well. He said not so long ago that Pogba is increasingly likely to leave Man United this summer. And Rangnick said not so long ago that Pogba's unlikely to play for Man United again. Pogba came off injured in the 4-0 defeat to Liverpool. Lingard, he should be leaving this summer. He should have left in January, but Man United blocked his exit. Mata, he'll be leaving this summer as well. Martial will look to get rid of him permanently. Martial's out on loan with Sevilla at the moment. Ronaldo, he could leave this summer like I mentioned earlier on in the video. Cavani, he's another one. And players will leave Man United next year because we've got quite a lot of players' contracts that are due to expire next year. So anyway guys, on my next video I'll be giving you some more news on Rangnick, and then after that video I'll be giving you my player ratings from this game. So anyway guys, take care, God bless, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.